advise this Honourable House as to the cost of the retainer and the projected legal expenses being charged to the Bermuda government by the Boston law firm Cooley LLP, including the ongoing cost of maintaining the civil suit against Lahey Clinic Incorporated.
Minister?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No retainer has been paid to Cooley's. Fees are being paid on a time basis based on the hours spent by the lawyers engaged in the matter. I cannot give total costs. The exact amounts being paid would give an indication of the scale and scope of the work being done, which is privileged information and sub judice at the moment. It would be prejudicial to the ongoing litigation to release these numbers. In relation to the projected costs, once again, I cannot give cost figures which would give an indication of the scale and scope of the work performed. In any event, it would be impossible to provide a projection in advance of knowing what, if any, defense Lahey will file.
Yes,
Mr. Speaker, I rise directly to a question and a point of privilege, which the privileges of this House are to receive answers to questions. It is the responsibility of Parliament to approve finances and to understand how money is spent. A question was asked for information which directly lies within the remit of the Attorney General, and it is my submission, Mr. Speaker, that he should be directed to answer the question and not hide behind privilege.
Thank you. Thank you, Honourable Member. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, you have a supplementary?
I'll allow you to perhaps, I don't know if there's going to be a ruling with respect to the comment.
Just we'll go through with the supplementaries first, and then we'll...
Well, Mr. Speaker, I don't have a supplementary. I wanted to address you with respect to the attempted answer by the Attorney General claiming privilege because of ongoing litigation. You yourself would know that with respect to ongoing litigation, that has absolutely nothing to do with the cost that will be incurred for the litigation. So it's unfortunate that we would have an Honorable Attorney General, learned man of the courts, come up here and try to present a legal argument about ongoing litigation to this House as if the Honorable Speaker would not appreciate the difference and understand that this is just a stalling tactic to answer a question that's reasonably put by the opposition for members of the public to have an answer.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Right, thank you, Honourable Members. Yes, Honourable Members, I certainly... In relation to this matter, I think certainly that there's no need for any indication of specifically maybe what monies are spent for. But I think it's important for the House to know if any the amounts of money that are being spent. So at some point, AG, if you could find a way. Honourable members, if you would be quiet. If you would be able to inform the House of the expenses incurred. Maybe you don't have to get into details about exactly what they're for, but certainly any monies that have been spent is important for members to know.
Mr. Speaker, I hear you there. Perhaps we can have an offline discussion about it, so I would be able to address the matter more fully next week.
Right, and then that'll be. I think I will and then I will listen to both sides of the matter. But my position, though, is that we should be able to provide the information to the House, and so when we return to the House on Monday, I would hope that we can be in that position.
I'm obliged, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, Honourable Member.
Mr. Speaker, may I ask a question related to this matter, or is your ruling?
I think we'll just leave it until Honourable Member until we sort this matter out, and then come back and and deal with it on Monday. Yes.
The second question, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Again, to the Honourable Learned Attorney General. Will the Honourable Attorney General please inform this Honourable House what is the rationale for engaging a public relations firm to handle the particulars of the Bermuda government versus Lahey Clinic civil suit, and what is the cost of this consultancy?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Cooley LLP have engaged the services of media consultants to handle the media inquiries that they correctly anticipated would arise from the Lahey complaint on behalf of counsel, so as not to distract from counsel's litigation of the matter and my duties as Attorney General. This is especially required given that Lahey has an entire media relations department which has been engaged to deal with this matter. So it just seemed to make good sense.
Just
Okay, take your time. Don't jump up so fast. To recognize the honourable from constituency number 33.
Supplemental, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
With the company in question's history of being a political-based organization, specializing in political strategy and political consulting, would the honourable member explain to the honourable House why not a traditional company was hired to operate in this matter? Thank you.
AG.
Mr. Speaker, as I explained to the members, it was Cooley who hired the firm, not myself. So it wasn't something that I picked or looked at the list. They said they would like to hire a media consultant, and, that was approved.
Thank you. The chair will recognize our member from constituency number 29.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Minister, you said Cooley has engaged this company. Can you confirm that even though Cooley has engaged this company, that the taxpayer in the end will have to pay their bill?
Minister.
That doesn't really need to answer, obviously, that's the case.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I totally disagree with that.
Just a second. Yes. The chair will recognize the leader of the opposition.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary.
Yes.
In the honourable minister's answer, he says that the request was made by Cooley and it was approved by him. When the request was made by Cooley and it was approved by him, would the honourable minister please advise the honourable House what was the estimated expense that he approved for this consultancy?
There's no estimated expense at the time, Mr. Speaker, just assured that it would be a reasonable cost.
Thank you. Yes, Chair will recognize the deputy leader of the opposition, MP Rubin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In light of the answers given by the Attorney General, would not the Attorney General agree that it would be more respectful to this House that the concerns that he's raised about these questions now could have been addressed by the Speaker earlier? And that would have been more courteous to the House.
Not by the Speaker, Honorable Member.
No, addressed to yourself.
Oh, to the Speaker.
To the Speaker.
Oh.
Prior to coming to this House today, in light of your concerns about disclosing the answers that you've been requested. It seems to have been disrespectful to not have done that instead of telling us now that you're not answering.
All right, AG.
Mr. Speaker, I certainly wasn't asked if I approved the questions, but the House deserves the respect. The people of Bermuda deserve the respect of my answers to why it's not appropriate to answer them. If I had gone through the back door, these members would
Thank you.